Hi guys, Mitchell here, Mitchell, Minnesota. Welcome back to my channel. It's been more than a minute since I've been on, for which I am so sorry. This is literally just a super quick life update and what's going on, just to kind of help place where I've kind of been in the last few months. I've been kind of in and out, still watching all of your videos, still, doing the best to stay the course and things like that. But let's talk just a little bit. Okay, sorry, I had to get my coffee. This is just drip coffee. That's never gonna change. So, talk about weight really quick, because that's the main part of this channel, right? I'm still hovering a little over or a little under 200 pounds. Working on trying to still work on cravings. Cravings are really hard. And mindless eating, it's so easy to go back into old habits, and I have a couple times, and then I have to rip myself out of it, which is okay. I can do that. I'm happy to, but it's really hard. So if anybody out there is struggling, I get it. So part of the main reason I've been, quote unquote absent, it's been a while. There's just been some changes. First off, God, what? Well, right now, the time is perfect right now because the governor of Minnesota just declared yesterday state of emergency, and then today some time off of school, so we won't be with our kiddos. So it's I can focus and I can have some ideas for other videos. I am coming back. I am back. I will be videotaping a lot. What I eat in a day videos, things like that I want to get back into it. So, and some of these things that I'm going to talk about, I'm going to do videos on, but you're all family, so I feel like it's appropriate for me to talk about this stuff. In August, so my 31st birthday was in August, right? End of August. I had just been having a lot of trouble my whole life, but really in the last couple years with focus and being able to hit deadlines, and confused all the time. And I literally, up until the end of August, I truly on my life believed I had some sort of early onset Alzheimer's, dementia, memory loss, things like that, because no matter what I did, I could not remember anything, really. Couldn't do anything. Lethargic, my brain just wasn't working. And a dear friend at the school, the psychologist that works in my program with me, she said, you may want to go, see someone and kind of judge where you're at, and if there's some support or an explanation as to why you feel like you're having such a hard time. So I did. I went and saw a therapist who I now see regularly to deal with some of these concerns. And through that and my primary doctor and my bariatric doctor, so these three guys chit chat with each other, I was diagnosed with ADHD, inattentive type. ADHD is a disorder that I'm sure most of you are familiar with. It was very popular in the 90s to medicate kids and things like that. And I just kind of fell through the cracks. I did not know that there were two types. And the first type is that stereotypical ADHD, where it's you're running all over the place, you're doing this, you're doing that, you can't stop. That's the one. Inattentive type, the second type, which I have, is, the best way I can think of it is my brain is so, it gets stuck. It's I'm always in first gear, and I get so exhausted because I'm trying to think about it, and I'm trying to solve it, and I'm trying to understand it, and I can't move forward. And that's, you guys, I got diagnosed at 31 years old, and it was quite the process. It took a couple months to figure out what that was. I also was diagnosed with obsessive compulsive disorder, which is something that I've kept internally my entire life, but it also has started to impact things into a way. And again, if you want to see a video on that and what that looks like for me personally, please let me know. But counting in numbers and compulsions like that, having to do things a certain amount of times, was starting to spiral into actively taking over bits and pieces, interfering with daily goals. So that was a lot to take in, right? So I said, I'm just going to kind of focus on things, focus on my doctor and his support and things like that. And just kind of keep on keeping on. And what that's allowed me to do, I now take medicine. I do take Adderall, and it's very curious in the bariatric world because I take quite a high dose to feel the effect for myself because of our malabsorption, right? And that's definitely something that I couldn't, in talking with my bariatric doctor, the psychologist, the community at large, which, it can be a little judgy, has been it's not known. It's not like there's not studies that talk about definite or indefinite malabsorption when it comes to bariatric surgery and certain pills. And looking at the group, something different works for everybody. We are all individuals, right? And in the morning, I can take 3 or 4 vitamins at a time. Some people can only take 1. Some people can take all of them at once. I have that capacity. I can drink water like normal. So there are positives and there are things like, I'm working on. And then for my obsessive compulsive disorder, OCD, as I'm sure most people know it as, I do take another medicine as well, which is interesting because it is an SSRI, which is an antidepressant called, I think it's sertraline or Zoloft, if you remember that. And I don't use it for depression, but it's to facilitate quelling and slowing of compulsions. So I take it in pretty high doses. And this is all in process right now. Like I'm still working on dosage of both of them. We're still moving up to try to figure it out. And it's been super helpful in a lot of ways, and it's been super frustrating in a lot of other ways, being able to be successful and continue doing what I need to do. But it's allowed me to really be able to focus in on a lot of things, and a couple of those things that I want to share with you. Number one, as you can see, my hair, today's been a rough day. It's been a long day. It's windy out. It's cold out. We're doing a lot of things. So as you can see, my hair is curly. Normally, I do not show you my curly hair, nor have I really embraced my curly hair, y'all. That's the thing. That's number one. And let me take a sip. As you can see, I have some super curly hair, like literally. This is this guy, and there's one little guy back here that this is day 4 hair. So I've been very involved and obsessed with the curly hair YouTube world, and been able to dive into that. I have experimented and found a lot of things that work really nicely for my hair. I am trying to abide by the curly girl method. Any curly haired people out there, you may know what that is. I did not know that there was a world of curly hair. And thankfully, because within the last 10 or 15 years, African American women specifically have been able to have been embracing the natural hair movement, which is different than me embracing my natural curly hair. I do have to say that, because the natural hair movement is a response to continued social pieces that were disproportionately affecting women of color, saying your hair isn't good enough, or your hair is this, or your hair is that, when in reality, all hair is beautiful. So the products that I use are intended for textured hair, is what it's labeled at as Target, but traditionally products that are used by African Americans, and usually primarily African American women. So I've got a whole video series on there because I rotate between like 20 to 25 products. So it's a big to-do, and diffusing and all that stuff there. So if you want to see curly hair videos too, there's not a lot for dudes. But again, this is not my best, this is not the most fun right here, because this is like, it's been a long day. It is now 2:07, so on a Sunday, like whatever. And then the other thing that I am working on is I have been a nail biter my entire life, and like bad. And the beauty of Adderall, or the not beauty of Adderall, is that it can set you up to other things in that, like, I was biting my nails more. It got really bad. So, like, I've always just, it's kind of gross, but like, I've always ripped the hangnails out of my nails, no problems, and it bleeds, whatever. This, I was biting the nails really bad, and it's about a month and a half ago now that I contacted a nail artist. Her name is Rosie. She's incredible. I did not want to go to a salon. She has a studio in Minneapolis, and she also has a private studio at home that she does. So I went to her home, and she is amazing. And we ended up doing gel acrylics. Ladies, I'm sure most of my viewers are women. You know what that is? I didn't. And I need a fill. But from far away, my nails look natural for the most part. Like, don't mind this fruit. I gotta move all this. Natural. But up close, you can see this is gel acrylic. And I absolutely wanted the shine. Like, usually with men, you do a matte finish, but I want to be beautiful. So there's that. As you can see, this is the second coat that we've done of the gel acrylic. And what's nice about it is she literally sat there and we created a color that looked more natural in skin tone. So it's like kind of white at the end, like normal, typical nails. And then I called it salmon ombre. And you can see it like on my thumb, especially you can see the growth over like the last 2 weeks. I need a fill already, but that's, you guys, I have never not bitten my nails for this amount of time, a day and a half, and we're going on over a month. So that's been a big step in the process. And holy crap, can I do things that I've never been able to do before? I can pick things off the floor. I can massage stuff into my hair. I can do all sorts of things. So I'm very proud of that. So yeah, that's kind of those are two big things that are going on. Everything else is still going fine. You guys, I think we're just kind of going through the motions right now, but the beauty of our channels, and that I've seen some of you do, Little Kansas Kitty and others, she's the only one I can think of at the moment. Like, while it's all weight loss inclusive, now we are starting to be able to live our lives a little bit more in the ways that we wanted to, if that makes sense, i.e., I can do my hair, and that's I think it's part of the self-esteem that comes with this. And I could be totally full of shit, but like, I don't feel like I am. I feel like, cool, I'm taking care of this. Why I also have the ability to say, you know what, I'm going to do my hair, and I'm going to take care of my hair, and I'm going to take pride in my nails, and I'm going to make sure that these things that I don't like about myself, or that I don't feel are good or healthy for myself, I'm going to do my darndest to not do. And how can I do that? And how can I be supported and support myself in doing that? So it all comes back to I don't even want to say weight loss, but the way my body feels now. For me, the losing of weight and the ability to shop in normal sections at Target, or typical sections in Target, was a huge booster for me. And the ability to, when I do fall off the horse, just get back on it, because that's the way it is. And I've said that time and time again in these videos, regardless of, God forbid you go and eat a bunch of chocolate in your bedroom and your tummy hurts, fine. Well, you got to get back on the horse tomorrow. You don't get to fall off the wagon forever. And that's really important and critical to be aware of in myself. So I said I would try to keep this under 15 minutes, because y'all know, I miss you guys. I am so thankful for all of you. Those of you who post and I watch your videos, and those of you who comment, I'm thankful for you. And those of you who watch and you're silent, I am very thankful for you as well. As always, feel free to email me, mitchellinminnesota@gmail.com, and my Instagram @mitchellinminnesota. I hope you guys have a wonderful Sunday. Please be safe out there, everybody. This virus, don't take things, my advice as a teacher is to just, let's make sure our families are safe and taken care of, and we'll go from there. I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your Sunday, and we will talk soon. Bye-bye.